Hi guys, we are live today with Shannon Robery, who is a 3-time Olympian.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited to be here with you.
Likewise. We worked together for so many times, a couple years ago, almost a decade ago.
Yeah, time has flown by because we both have kids now, but it was during my pro career that I was competing and you were able to help me get dressed up for some fun events, for running related ones and ones that were fun crossovers. And so it's really cool to be reuniting for this Olympic experience with NBC.
And that's what we're here for today. Mm-hmm. You're going to be doing commentary for NBC. Tell us about this.
So it's my first time working with NBC, but since about 2017, I started doing more of a distance analyst role and in-stadium announcing. I've worked with CBS and NCAA, World Athletics, and USA Track and Field. And what I love about being a distance analyst, it's an opportunity to talk about the sport and share the wisdom that I've gained through my 15-year athletic career, but help translate it for the fans at home so that they can hopefully care and become more engaged.
That's great. That's so good. And what are you doing to get these fans actually engaged?
I try as much as possible to tell the stories. You know, I didn't grow up as a fan of running. I was a dancer first, but I've fallen in love with running because of the people. And so for me to be able to have that opportunity to share the backstory, so it's not just a fast time or an impressive finish, but how the athlete got there. And for me, that is my goal when I'm doing this distance analyst role, especially for the Olympics, to help the fans at home understand why these athletes should be their heroes.
They are my heroes. I actually am a dancer and a runner too, so this is like, I'm with my hero right now.
A match made in heaven.
So mentally and emotionally, how do you feel that you're doing the broadcasting side instead of actually competing?
It's hard for me to be in stadium and I get this visceral reaction from the smells and the sounds of the space. And so for me to show up with a purpose really helps, because that adrenaline that I feel, I can then channel into something productive. And so it's exciting. I like showing up and still being able to feel really involved and engaged with sport, even though I'm not racing.
100%, I'm sure. And what is great is that you have so much insight, so you can actually make people feel that they understand the background of this and how they prep for this and everything. And it's more than just being someone who read a script, which is great.
Yeah, and you have to react in the moment. You never know what to expect. You prepare all these notes and all this information, but ultimately you have to be able to engage with what's happening in front of you. And that's a lot like racing, especially middle distance racing for the mile. So I think in some ways, you know, it's very different, but in other ways, the preparation feels like mentally similar.
Speaking of marathons and half marathons, you just ran a half marathon. Congratulations. And you're going to be running the New York Marathon this October, right?
Yeah, that's true. It was a bucket list goal for me to do my first marathon and to be able to race in New York. I've won the Fifth Avenue Mile. I've won the Abbott Dash to the Finish Line 5K. And I love racing with the New York Roadrunners. And so to be able to partner with them and with Abbott and do my first marathon in New York is a dream come true.
It's a dream. It definitely is a dream come true. There's a lottery for this. She won the lottery, guys. She won the New York lottery. So I'm a fashion stylist, of course, and we are also have to talk about the fashion aspect of this, which is really important because I feel like, you know, you're seeing a lot of different flags, you're seeing a lot of different people's own, like their cultural attire amongst their teams. What inspired our looks for you?
Well, it's
How
cool.
did we start this? Let's start from the complete beginning.
Yeah, it's cool because back in 2014, I started wearing lipstick when I competed. It was the only way. My uniform is given to me by Nike, and it was the only way that I really felt like I could have some self-expression while still covering distance on the track. To be able to come to NBC, to be thinking about what looks I wanted to wear and to represent myself and to partner with someone of your skill was just, the little girl in me is jumping for joy. And we really wanted to start with, you know, the USA and French colors are red, white, and blue. So that theme, patriotic theme, but also sophisticated, professional, tailored, you know, to be able to represent your country or speak about your country, men and women, is a huge privilege. And so, you know, making sure that we show the appropriate respect and style when we take that opportunity.
Exactly. And I think also just adding to that is I really wanted to also add your sense of style. So with the accessories, we're going to have some things to show her bold statements, her fashion side of that, and just mainly show like Shannon in a whole other different way.
Yeah, I love it. You're the best. It's you have such an eye, not only for the colors and the way that it goes together on the body, but the details. So it's cool because we started with just a NBC sent a style guide that I shared with you, and you're like, I got this. And as we've done the fittings and trying on the different clothes, it was like, I can't even pick just 3. We had so many.
There's so many. And you guys get to vote for that later on, right?
Yes, we got pictures of it all.
And tell us where everyone can find you.
On Instagram, mostly at Shannon Robery. So that's my name, Shannon Robery. And also on LinkedIn if you want to look for me there. And then NBC starting August 2nd, I'll be doing the morning sessions covering the distance races. So tune in. It'll be streaming on Peacock everywhere, but also live on different channels as well.
And we can't wait. Thank you guys so much. See you on Tuesday.